Okay, I got it now, sorry. Okay, hi. Okay, yeah, it's working good now. Okay, I'm not sure how that got, like deselected, I guess, as my audio source, but hi. Another day more Shadowbringers, I guess. Adjust it a little. Hello, Probable Wallaby. How are you doing today? I hope you're having a good one. My day started out a little bit late, but we are here, and I've been getting some stuff done on this game for the better part of my morning. We are going to... We were in the middle of a quest. Look at this koala. Is he not just the best thing? Koala Joey. We were in the middle of a quest yesterday, so I feel like I didn't know how long this quest was going to be. I really needed dinner, and once you guys let me know that FFXIV was open, I logged out as quick as I could after my stream was done, and I actually did get my sister's character into FFXIV, so just right at the cutoff. I think the website already said that it was closed for new characters again, but got it there just in time, which was awesome. Yeah. I don't think my light is too bright, but I can't see. I have to have it pretty tiny because of the way I have my monitor situated. If I have it too big, it kind of... I'm sure there's a way around it, but it kind of cuts off my chat if I don't have it pretty small, so... But I like having it vertical. I think makes it a lot nicer for the chat for me to read, so... It's a fair trade, I guess. Right, where are we supposed to go? Not far, actually. I think I was at the top area of the city yesterday when I was trying to find it, and I got frustrated because I was in the completely wrong area. Yes, sweetie? Is there something you need? Oh, one of the guard come for your drum, are you? Here you go. A dose of this will keep you firmly in the waking world while your enemies are off in dreamland. Enough, I guess. Now, if this is your first time, I should warn you. It's bitter as sin. Prince's kiss, they call it. But if you ask me, it should be Crone's kiss. Hee. Just aside, this stuff is really foul. Most people gag like there's no tomorrow. But if you don't drain every last drop, you're liable to end up taking a trip to dreamland yourself. So I must ask that you drink it here and now while I watch. Come on, give the old crone a kiss. Hee hee. You think she's saying hee hee or heh heh? I guess because there's two E's, she was saying hee hee. It's cute here. Oh, yeah, I should probably drink it. I was not even doing what I was supposed to be doing. Glug, glug, glug. Me acting like it's like killed me. Well done, sweetie. I'm proud of you. Well, if I didn't know any better, I'd even say you enjoyed it. Now you needn't fear falling asleep on the battlefield. Just have care and don't lose any limbs out there, alright? They don't tend to grow back. Gotcha. Yeah, I'm gonna save myself the trouble and just go ahead and teleport there. Why not? It's free today. Yes, what do you require of me? Favor as usual, right? Tomorrow to take you to the Imperative, eh? As much as I would like to oblige, all our mounts are reserved for the coming operation. I fear you will have to go by foot. But wait, there may be another way, assuming you are willing to lend a hand. Of course. See what we got in here. That's interesting. Well, no, hey, I almost feel bad because it kind of matches what we've got going on, but it's not the feel the dancer is giving me, so we are going to wham that real quick. When I didn't notice, I guess it wasn't so much luck just because everybody that was in that dungeon probably already had everything, but I got 3 weapons from the dungeon we did yesterday, the Womanster Switch, and one of them was for my class, so I've got new weapons now. I think they look pretty nice. They're not dyeable, but I'm still quite a fan. Alright, sure, go ahead. What favor do I have to do? I was about to deliver tomorrow to Radisha's round, one of the locations whence the beast will fly for the operation. The tower lies along the route to the Imperative. If near enough is good enough for you, you may make the delivery in my stead. Very good. I shall ready the Amaro for departure at once. I feel like we are getting into something pretty big. It seems like a big deal. I don't know. I feel like the Umoran army has a bit of... I feel like they have some secrets they've yet to reveal, so I don't know what they're going to bring to the table, but I'm kind of afraid. Radisha's round is to the north and west. You can take the road or you can fly. It is up to you. Upon arriving, make yourself known to the sentry, and she will give you further instructions. If you should become separated from the Amaro, worry not. The beasts are trained to return to the rookery. That is all. Go well. Oh, we actually get to use them now. Oh. Oh, we can fly. Sweet. Alright. We're just gonna go, I guess. So cute. Should we take a quick picture with him? Don't know if I'm ever gonna get everything to 80, correct? Is that what he's for? Don't know if I'll ever manage that, so. It kind of works for the lighting, I feel. Just a very quick one. I don't actually like the lighting here, but it's okay. That's a little better. Okay. Just a little commemorative photo. Off we go. Didn't realize I was angled down. The lanterns on the back are actually a really cute touch. I like that quite a lot. Also, I think we are going a bit farther into Lakeland than we have before, which is nice. There's a lot of it we have yet to discover, so... Oh, you're delivering that tomorrow to us? I'm afraid there's been a change of plans. We already have all the beasts we require here. Oh, how nifty. Instead, this one is to go to the Imperative up to the west. Please see to it that the handler on duty... Please see it to the handler on duty. Zelly Binthu. If you encounter trouble along the path, return here and I'll set you rightwise. Okay. Just unlocking some of the map, can't complain about that. Right? I enjoy that the color I've picked for my name matches the environment kind of here. Very nice. I also feel like this mount kind of has some greenish undertones to it, so he kind of goes with the outfit that I picked yesterday. Ah, the last tomorrow. My thanks, friend. You may leave the beast with me. Cool. Say, I don't believe I know you. Did you join the guard recently? Huh, so that is the way of it. Well, you managed to arrive, and that's all that matters in the end. I bid you welcome to the Astal Imperative, one of our key strongholds in Lakeland. The first thing you'll want to do is report to the captain. You'll find her at the lookout across the way. Works for me. Come on, Dracarys. Man, it was nice flying here for a second. We didn't get to for very long. I feel like I'm gonna need some better directions than that. Maybe? Oh, jeez. I fell right off, didn't I? Jeez. Oh, there we go. That worked further better, I guess. So pretty here, especially with the crystal tower in the background. So, it seems that rather than the Amaro delivering you, you delivered the Amaro. I'll not thank you. I expect all my soldiers to make themselves useful. Speaking of which, I have a task for you. Okay. I enjoy that we're getting either currents throughout the main story. Very much, actually. And not to complain. Ooh. Not bad. Oh, those boots are nice. Are they dyeable? Oh, yeah. Emma. In readiness for the operation, the Amara will need to be treated with the same serum as us. As you well know, however, it is not pleasant. In order to coax them into taking it, we have sprinkled it on their fodder. All that remains is to feed them. A task I am sure you will enjoy. Fetch the fodder from the Amaro launch and see to 4 of the beasts. Dismissed. Alright. Gotta feed them. Oh yeah, we should attune to this for sure. Took a while. Oh wow, noodle snake. Think. Simba, can you please not do that? Hi. There you are. Come here. Come here. Okay. We gotta go get the food. The quest sync feature, I feel like that's new to Shadowbringers, or I just haven't noticed it before. Simba. Okay. Kia Bill, thank you so much for the follow. I hope you're having a great day. Are you a very experienced Final Fantasy player, or are you just checking it out? Either way, I hope you enjoy. We are, we've been in Shadowbringers for a few days, I think, in the actual main story. And it's really exciting. I'm enjoying every second of it so far. But yeah, I appreciate that so much. Checking it out, cool. I cannot recommend it enough, really. It's really nice. I'm not gonna try and mock those Amaro eating noises. The Amaro happily devours the fodder. Great. I feel like they won't all be so easy to feed, considering it doesn't taste good. Just got into it and it's so fun. The best MMO experience I've had so far. Yeah, definitely recommended. Was wondering, like, is Final Fantasy XIV the newest one? And it's obviously monthly to play, correct? It is monthly to play. I think you get at least a good 30 days included with the purchase of the standard, like, actual game. Where are these? It is the most recent, like, Final Fantasy MMO, if that's what you mean. The other one is quite old. Where is Town? Possibly? Where is he? Oh, they're up here. That's cute. Seems like too insane compared to good old Final Fantasy VII and 9. The good old days. Yeah, I actually, Final Fantasy XIV was my first Final Fantasy game, and I'm now trying to delve into some of the original games. I've gotten quite a few of them. Just need to actually get through and play them. But there definitely is a lot to do. It's very overwhelming. But in a good way almost, because you can focus on whatever you want. There's a ton to do. This sure would be easier if I had flying. It sure would, it sure would. I don't feel like this anxious one is going to be very easy to feed. It looks like the kind of game you could spend 5 years on and not get close to finishing it. That could be true. I started playing very briefly in like 2016, took a big break. Really got into it in 2019, and I was like super behind in the story still when I started streaming it, because there's just so much stuff that you can spend your time on. If you get through the mains, if you just like focus on the main story first, I think it wouldn't take too long to get through. But definitely there are ways that you could accidentally get like super behind. But I mean, if you're having fun either way, it's okay. I don't regret all the time that I spent not focusing on the story, because it was still just fun time spent on the game, you know? The Amaro is wary at first, but appetite eventually wins out and it accepts the fodder. Good. I thought this was gonna be like minigame type troubles. Yamara reels at the smell, but accepts the fodder nonetheless. Good for him. Okay. Come here, Simba. Well, best of luck, young one. I shall pop in from time to time and see how you go. Awesome. Thank you so much for popping in and for the follow. I appreciate it a ton. And if you do try out the game, I hope you enjoy it a bunch. Good luck with that. For sure. That's right, she was up here, wasn't she? Captain. Yamaro or fed? Yes. I think she could have watched me feed all of them from this vantage point. Good. The rest have already been dosed, so we need not fear any of our mounts succumbing to the dream powder. All units have now entered the final stages of their preparations. The time is nigh. Make ready and await deployment atop the main watchtower. I will send your uniform along as soon as it arrives. That is all. May night smile upon us. Not snile. Simba. Didn't you just get a new toy? You should be playing with that. Come here. Okay. This is quite the place to navigate. I don't know if that's just me, but still up from here? Wow. Go ahead and pull out my chocobo, I suppose. Still up. Okay. I'm sure the view from up here is going to be gorgeous, but it is quite the climb. Simba! Here we go. Thank goodness I wasn't wrong. Oh boy. Okay. Time for some instance fun, I think. Simba! Please cool it. He said no quest for you. The operation is about to commence. Stand ready. During the operation, some of your gear will be glamored. Your attributes and abilities will be unaffected. Works for me. Oh wow. I gotta say the purple uniforms are kind of sick, but they're not good. Not saying nice things about them. I hope the sound is alright for the cutscene volume.
What now?
The Crystarium at a guess. Desperate fools. It'll take more than a handful of overgrown lizards to ground us.
Miss Minfilia is really young, it seems. Or she looks young. I could just be assuming. Gotta move though, I got something to do.
Sound the alarm!
Who's going to? You're all asleep. Hey Simba, please calm down.
Captain, the powder has taken effect. It is time. Let us free the Oracle from their clutches.
I wonder how this is gonna go. Yeah, they didn't have to glamour a weird helmet on me like that. I was gonna say the captain doesn't have to wear a helmet, but she's a Vieira, she can't. Duty commenced. Okay. Guess I could make her my dance partner. Why not, right?
For the Crystarium!
Alphino's here. I've been here in a minute. There's nobody over here now. Occupy the enemy. Only rescue the Oracle. Okay. Where'd she go? Oh, okay. That's where I'm supposed to go with her. I think. Hi, Bowmage. Welcome in. Hope you're having a good day. Been up to anything fun? I've been trying to do the side quests to unlock some of the Stormblood beast tribes, since I didn't really do that while I was in Stormblood. So it's been a pretty chill day so far. I shall be dancing. I'm a dancer. There's this one left. Oh. Okay. The day's almost over, thank God. Well, I'm glad you'll hopefully be able to just chill and relax the end of your day. I feel like the day has only begun for me. But that's just due to my sleep schedule, I think. Methinks.
Leave this to me.
Okay. I got confused. I thought I was dancing because I heard Captain Lena dancing. Like dancing? I'm not dancing. I danced a minute ago. It really matters which group of enemies I kind of go for, but I need to zoom out so I can see a bit. Now I dance.
Let's give them a show.
Also, props to my computer, I guess, because we are in a little instance duty and oh, I did not mean to do that. It loaded in just fine. We didn't have any lag at the beginning. Everything was totally okay. So give her some credit there, I guess. Welcome in, Janara. How are you doing? I hope you're having a good day. I've been trying to get some of my Stormblood Beast tribes today, because I didn't really unlock them while I was in Stormblood. There's honestly some Heavensward ones I haven't unlocked besides the Moogles. I think they're the only ones I've really focused on. So that's exciting. I'm really interested in the rewards that the Ananta offer. So, I might I need to get flying first though, so I need to go around and get those Aether Currents. That's mostly what I had to focus on. Especially because a lot of the side quests needed also give you Aether Currents. Okay, I'm gonna go with Lena. Not bad, that's good. I'm glad you're having a not bad day. Shadowbringers has been amazing so far. I've been loving every minute of it. The one dungeon I've done so far. All of this stuff. Even just the little quests running around are just so much more interesting when it's like a brand new place. And everything is just really immersive, I think, in Shadowbringers so far. I always feel like I sound like I'm in an ad for the expansion. I feel like Final Fantasy has some really funny advertisements, honestly. Or 14 specifically, I guess I should have said. Okay, I guess I'll go first. I guess I'll get that one. I'll just kind of get this one. There she is. I was just saying that I didn't realize that that was the dialogue that she said. Thank you. Are you from the Crystarium? Correct. We've come to rescue you. Yay! Your weapons. Made to the same specifications as Thancred's. Who's Thancred? Be ready to use them. Understood. Please lead the way. I think this is about to be so cool. Okay. Let's go. She apologizing. We wanted to rescue her. Yee. Here we go. Oh no. Not the captain. The other captain, I should say. The Ilmoran captain. Brazen thieves. Will regret coming here. Says you. I've really been enjoying going through and unlocking things that I've yet to do before. Computer still seems to be doing okay, even though we're at a boss. There's a lot going on. That didn't stop us from fighting what, Xenos how many times? Just because he'd show up.
Vanity.
I guess he wanted to fight us, was more so the case there. Huh. I don't love that. I bet I am. Oh my goodness, what was that? Am I supposed to die in this? Oh goodness. That did not, I don't think that was quite in time. It's okay. Kinda hope I'm not supposed to live through this whole thing. Yay! Ooh. The computer's getting a little rough, but it's okay. Definitely seems like maybe some kind of pushed me into it. That was so mean.
Why do you persist in this folly?
Thank you. If there's any word for what my character is, persistent is definitely it. Goodness. I wonder if this is like Xenos, where we're kind of learning attack patterns that he will use later on when we fight him.
It's over.
Oh. This guy shows up a lot. Yeah, I was kind of getting that vibe. I'm glad that I was right about not having to defeat him all the way, because that was taking a minute. But we survived. Did fine. At least for now. So far. Props to my computer. She seems to be doing a bit better. It's a cool ass sidekick he has. Certainly cooler than him. Stinky man.
You boy, you bear a striking resemblance to the artist my master seeks.
Mm-mm. No, I think you've got him mistaken for someone else.
By all means, keep your counsel. You will all have ample time to confess your crimes back in Yulmore.
Mm-mm. We will not. Because we're not going. He's looking finer than ever in this expansion.
So,
Very nice.
you are the wretch who stole her from us.
Dad cred. That's good. That's what he shall be referred to as. Also, welcome in, Auroros. I hope you're having a good day. Been trying to get some of my Stormblood Beast tribes today. Off stream, obviously. On stream for Shadowbringers.
What if I am?
What? Pathetic.
Dad cred is back in town.
Vermin such as you are not worthy of the Oracle.
He's the one who's been here the longest, right? Is he the 5 years, or is that Stola? Stola. I remember one of them was 5 years, one of them was 3. But he's had 5 years to get really powerful here, I guess. They look very nice and matchy together. I'm doing good. I hope your night's going well. I'm glad you're doing good. My night's going pretty well. Pretty early in the day for me, considering when I usually go to sleep, but yeah, it's going pretty well. Been having a lot of fun just unlocking shit on this game. Having a good time. Now back to the story, so I'm extra excited. Anchor's been the longest. Gotcha.
Fool! You would see your city razed.
Yeah, thank you. I remembered like the years that they said. Remember what it was like. One for Alphino and Alize, I think. And 3 for Stola and 5 for Thancred, but I couldn't remember who went to those last 2 numbers.
I would sooner see it razed than conquered. Suffice it to say, we are ready to receive you.
What now, Exarch? Will you face me yourself?
Oh, that was him. That's fair.
I think not, General. I've quite exhausted my tricks. If you mean to give chase, I will not stand in your way. But you would do well to tread warily, for your quarry goes to a place where even Yulmore dare not bear its steel. Ilmeg, the fairy kingdom.
So excited. So excited. I've been dying to go there ever since Shadowbringers came out 2 years ago.
Mountain of indolence still had the energy to unleash his hounds. Even the most pointless of conflicts may alter a world's course. And now the plan has gone awry. so-called Crystal Exarch bring the hero of the source to the first? As if I didn't have enough on my hands already.
The kind of monotone way that he speaks, not really. I know, like, the voice I'm gonna compare him to is a lot deeper and it's quite a bit different, but I think just the tone and the way he kind of talks reminds me of Scar from The Lion King, so already set up for very good villain.
Then again, with a soul such as that, mayhap there is another way. One which does not require bloodshed.
Just sometimes. Just makes you think of it. Or I guess right now, but either way.
Not so long ago, here in the shadow of the northern ranges, lay the great kingdom of Verbert. A nation with a proud history that the Sin Eaters cut short, just like all the rest. Since that time, these lands have become a haven for Fey folk. Dreamers frolicking amidst the ruins of a forgotten realm.
Yay.
We should be safe enough here.
We haven't really been getting a lot of our friends back together, which is nice.
It's good to see you again, my friends. I don't know about you, but it feels like years since last we met. 5 of them in my case.
Why, it only feels like 1 to me, but long enough to warrant a more convivial reunion either way. What brought you to Laxon Loft?
The girl, Minfilia, she and I were traveling together, hunting Sin Eaters. But as we were nearing Lakeland, she abruptly ran off on her own. I found her too late to stop the Ulmorans from taking her prisoner. And as I was considering rescue options, I observed that the Crystarium was on the move. So I consulted the Exarch, who apprised me of the details of the operation and issued me certain instructions. Should the situation take a turn for the worse, I was to see you all safely to Ilmeg. And here we are.
Orianger has called this place home for a while now. Yet we have never called upon him, I am ashamed to say. 'Twas only at the Crystarium that we met.
Hardly surprising. This is not the sort of place one visits on a whim. Happily, having trespassed on Orianger's hospitality for a spell, Minfilia and I have an idea of how things work around here. Sooner or later, the Ulmorans will come after us. But before they do, the Exarch bids us accomplish 2 things. First, rendezvous with Orianger.
Yahoo!
And second, eliminate the Light Warden of this land.
Can do. We've already done it once. Why not do it again?
So, Minfilia. What made you leave Thancred behind, if you don't mind me asking?
You. The hero from another world.
Remember. Just finished my level 50 warrior quest. Awesome! Congratulations, Probable Wallaby. I hope you continue enjoying it from there. I know you're gonna pick up Dark Knight at some point, I think, but either one you choose. Congrats. Yay!
I was asleep when I felt it. A presence. Someone I was meant to meet. They were close and I knew I had to go to them. But with all the commotion in Lakeland, I was afraid that Thancred wouldn't let me.
And would I have been wrong? Had I arrived a moment later, you would be back in your cell in Yulmore. And now we have Ranjit snapping at our heels. You really have outdone yourself this time.
I'm sorry. Thank you for saving me.
Angry brows.
Oh, poor thing being scolded so. Poor thing.
Who said that? Show yourselves.
Come now, put away that frown and have some fun with us. Yes, let us have some fun. Lots and lots of fun.
Which way was it to Urianger's?
We've been there so many times, but I can't.
I've got to say, the accent that the pixies have was not what I was expecting.
Why can't I remember?
Damn it all. We're already caught in their spell.
Ilmeg is the fairy kingdom, and as one might expect, it is home to fae folk. The most prominent among them are the pixies, who have a penchant for making mischief. They use powerful illusions to play tricks on all who venture into their domain. By way of an example, they can make a familiar path seem wholly unfamiliar, or lead you to believe you're somewhere that you're not. And we are now, I'm sorry to say, entirely at their mercy. Yay. Warrior gets a very nice skill. They're at 50, Infuriate. Cool. I have not done a lot with tank, but that sounds, and yeah, looks very important. Very nice. Always good to get new skills. Always makes it feel so much more like you're like progressing. It makes it seem very, I don't know, important. As it stands, we cannot hope to find the way to Urianger. For that, we must convince the pixies to lift the spell. From what I could make of the voices, the creatures want to play with us. If that is the case, they should permit us to find their village. Lita Loran. Come, I have a sneaking suspicion that this path will lead us directly into their midst. Oh, and I should mention that Minfilia has been informed of our situation, of the different worlds in our mission. We may consider her an ally. Whoa, what on earth? Cool, but a little terrifying. Don't leave without me. I gotta say the green looks pretty cool here, I think. Flower basket. So pretty here. Wow, wow, wow. Definitely suggest we... Oh. There's a lot more to this than I expected. I'm in a very small portion. case, we're gonna attune to this so that we don't forget. Because I will. I always forget. Well, here we are. Yet the pixies are nowhere to be seen. Knowing them, their games have already begun. In which case... Euconyx, there is a variety of plant native to these parts with a distinct furled tip. Looking grass is its name, so called because it can be used to spy pixies, believe it or not. I'll explain how I know all of this later, but first, I need you to help me find some. Oh, if a voice calls to you, under no circumstances should you respond. Will only subject yourself to further mischief. The whole area just feels really cool. I can definitely tell what they were trying to achieve, and they achieved it very nicely. You search the scrub but find nothing resembling looking grass. Suddenly a voice rings out. What is it that you seek, child? Perhaps I can help you find it. Do not say things. Such a rude child. Too clever by half. I shall seek my fun elsewhere. Okay. Over here. Searching the scrub, you find what appears to be looking grass. Suddenly, a voice rings out. Ooh, a visitor. Where are you from, pray tell? No. The Crystarium. Perhaps this one's hard of hearing. Ahem. What brings you here? Stone deaf. How boring. Still, picking plants at our village is as good as indulging in our hospitality. And who are we to turn you away? Stay a while. Stay forever. Your body begins to feel heavy? I thought I did it right. Interesting. That's fun. Wow. Interesting. The petals going everywhere are very cute, though, I must say. Wasn't the carpet of flowers added, wasn't carpet of flowers added after, because it looks, I have a bunch of them in my house and it looks, or my apartment, I should say, and it looks very similar to the flowers here in Ilmeg. I feel like they came out around the same time. Did you get flying in Lakeland? No, I have not. I am working on it. I don't know if I can get to all of the areas yet. I am working on it though, aren't I? Not much. I will try to get some more of those tonight. As much as I do want to get the beast tribes done, I know that is not what I should be prioritizing in terms of getting ether currents. So I didn't know if I had to wait until I could go everywhere on the map, because I know I can't go... Yeah, if I can go... Because I know I ran into a problem when I was trying to get all the ether currents in Kalusia. I was running around doing some of the little quests, and then there was that big area with the lift that I couldn't get around. I figured that some of the areas were kind of split in like a story type deal, at least here. But if I can't get to all of them, I will definitely get those as soon as I can. I take it you met with some trouble. Apologies for subjecting you to that. I will get it soon enough though. It will not be another Stormblood situation where I can't fly anywhere by the end of the expansion, I promise. Can I assume from your presence that you managed to find us some looking grass? If I was like, no, I just wanted some help. Yes, this is the stuff. Thus armed, we should be able to see through the pixie's veil of invisibility. And seeing them is the first step to dealing with them. Come, let's gather everyone and put Urianger's little trick to good use. They're everywhere.
Farasitha, Krakleth.
Know what he said, I guess.
No! We are found! How did this mortal know our trick?
Wait! I recognize their souls! These two have been here before! Look! Look! Twins! How adorable!
They're so sweet. They just like to have some fun.
Play with us!
We have neither time nor inclination to play. We have come to see Urianger.
Yeah, I didn't know when I changed my glamour up a little bit that it would be so fitting here.
Oh yes, Urianger, the peculiar one. In return for a place in Elmeg, he agreed to a riddle contest with us for 7 days and 7 nights without any sleep.
Wow. That sounds intense. If you're missing any ether currents, I can fly you to them later. I would appreciate that a ton, actually. Yeah. If we could figure out a time to do that, that would be awesome, because it's going to take me a while to walk to all of them. I should probably get the quest ones out of the way, though. These. Yeah, they're so cute. I think they're really sweet.
Oh, that was so much fun! We must do it again!
I really was not expecting that accent from them, though. But I think it's fun.
I'm sure he'd be delighted. Now, if you'd be so kind as to lift your spell.
Shall we?
Should we? Would we?
What now?
I don't know, but this is their home, so we must indulge them.
Shall we? Should we? Would we?
Right, we've made up our minds. We will lift our spell on one condition, that you first lend us a helping hand. Or 2, or 3. Once you've helped solve all of our troubles, we'll let you see Urianger, Pixie's honor.
Well, there you have it. Pixie chores.
Yay.
I suggest we split up.
Okay. What have we got? Haven't opened it? That's right. Nice. Isn't that the weapons I had before? Should I maybe use that on a different class? Just for fun. Please don't make fun of this. I need to clean it up so bad. It's ridiculous. So yeah, that's probably those same ones. So we will save that. I have to do the same one, right? And these were for the gear that we already had, I believe. So hey, hate to be that person, but we'll wait till we get our glamour plate on, or till we can apply them. And before I start picking up these little pixie quests, we will do that in just a second. I will be right back. I take a super quick restroom break and be back in just 1 minute. Very fast. Okay, sorry. Overlay. I had to make a little bit more coffee. Oh. If you were timing me, that was longer than a minute. Sorry. Okay. I guess since I walked to this one first, for whatever reason, we'll just go ahead and pick this one up. Imagine the order is too important. I'm so hungry I might faint. Fruit, a little fruit will set me all right. Will you go and fetch some for me? Just outside the village, you'll find a hillock. 2 great belly trees grow there. Bell trees. Belly trees? If you give them a shake, they should render up their sweet, succulent burdens. Right, you say so. Should I pick all of these up at once? There's quite a few of them. May as well, because they might go towards similar areas. Ooh, ooh, look at me, look at me. I have a task for you. Hilda Loran. I'm not sure if that's right. I hope it is. Our beloved village, and we want it to always look lovely. And it can't look lovely without flowers blooming. And no flowers bloom lovelier than everblooms. So here are some everbloom seeds. Take them and sow them here, there, and everywhere around the village. Simple as a dimple, yes? They're very cute. I think so. Hope is that those will take me to similar areas, so that it's good for me to pick them up at once. I don't know. Mortal, mortal, hear my plea. Our precious children are thirsty, and I need you to bring them water. Who are our children, you ask? Well, they're the leaf men you see standing about our village. Adorable, aren't they? Now you'll need to go to Long Mirror Lake to draw the water. Once you have it, see that our children have a good drenching. Oh, but be warned. Uwits make their home in the lake. They tend to play rough, so have care. Okay. Yeah, I'd say... yeah. It was definitely a good idea, I think, to pick them all up at once. Well, Simba's covering up all my mounts besides those, so we'll just go with what's easiest. Oh goodness. What's happening? Oh, I could not see that at all. It is a little busy here. The environment, I guess, is what I meant. It's as busy as any other city, I guess. Busy looking, I guess. I think the pixies are really sweet, though. They definitely like to cause some trouble, but it's kind of cute. They just want fun, you know? been drinking pretty much nothing but cold brew when I'm streaming. I don't know if I've talked much about the fact that I don't really drink any warm drinks. Oh gosh. That's not mine. Sorry. Is that more than one spawned or something? Okay. Not a fan of warm drinks, so. Cold coffee tends to be my go-to. I got actually a cold brew pitcher for making my own cold brew, and it's very nice, but it uses a ton of coffee because I wanted the bigger size, I guess. I think there was like a, I don't know. I want to say like a 1 liter and a 2 liter version, but that could be wrong. But I think I got the 2 liter version, so it just uses a lot of coffee. And I drink it really quick, so. Wow, Simba, you are covering all of those up and I cannot see them. Thank you. So kind of him. Give me the illusion of flying, even though I can't yet. Leaf man. Okay, yeah, they need the water. Because I picked them all up at once. I guess that is the one downside. Also the same one, yeah. I do currently have my mount music turned off just because I wanted to enjoy some of the, I don't know, the nice environment music that Shadowbringers has. All new to me. I can't wait for the flowers to bloom. Perhaps I'll make pretty curtains out of them. To be talented enough to make curtains out of flowers. It's pretty impressive. What is it? Gotcha. Needs water. I think we still have, yeah, we need to do the seeds. And then we will be able to turn them all in at once. I think that was a good way to do it. I'm sure that's what they expected you to do. Maybe, but I'm glad I did it that way. I'm just so happy to be in Shadowbringers. I feel so content. It's nice. What's up here? Interesting placement. If I'd known when I changed this flamer the other day, kind of debated about it, that everything was gonna match here, would have been a no-brainer. There's the last one. Yay. Helping us grow flowers, are you? They'll make this house look so much lovelier. There used to be a city of mortals here. A great big bustling place called Bobard. Or Bobard. Some such. But the Sin Eaters came around and everyone disappeared. Since then, we pixies have been living here, and we've given the old houses our touch. Lovely, don't you think? I really do. They're wonderful. Okay. Chunk, 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 chunk. So hungry. Did you get the fruit? Hungry. Oh, thank you ever so much. You've saved me. Hee. Yes, saved me from my boredom. You should have seen the look on your face when the bugs came down. Hee. Ah, you've done me a great service, mortal. If there's one thing we pixies are serious about, it's having fun. Dull and painful things? Hate them. Sin Eaters are dull and painful both, so we hate them especially. You mortals try to fight those monstrosities, but there's no fun in that. Best to avoid them altogether, we say. Well, that's not going to get anything done, is it? They're quite tiny. I wouldn't expect them to try to fight them, but someone has to. You're done sowing the seeds? Thank you. This should help Lita Loran live up to its name, which means flower house, in case you weren't aware. We weren't always here, you know. We used to live deep in a lush forest. It was beautiful beyond compare, but almost all of it was swallowed up by the light. For a while we roamed, but eventually we found a place that men had abandoned. Together with our fellow Fae folk, we decided to make it our new home. The land of everlasting spring. This is our home, and it could be yours too. Forever and ever and ever. Very cool. I got one more to turn in. I think we got those done pretty quickly. You've given water to our children? Thank you ever so much. They're all very dear to us. We wandered into Elmeg as stray mortals, but we grew attached to them and decided to take them in. Even yours would have been our children too, but the enchantment didn't catch as well as we'd hope. Never too late, of course. I turned them into little topiaries. Interesting. Can't judge, I guess, but okay. Ingrid looks just like you feel. Awesome. I feel fine. I just had a bunch of fun. I got to go around and explore the area. How goes it, Mechanics? So, a mix of menial tasks and pranks. Yes, that pretty much sums up my own experience. They have no troubles worthy of the name. How long are we supposed to keep at this? They're clearly playing with us. Indeed, whenever I inquire how much more there is to be done, the answer is ever the same. Little. I doubt they have any intention of releasing us in the near future. Anjay once told me a story about the pixies. They're born from the souls of those who died as children, or so it's believed. No, they didn't have to make it so sad, did they? Though they don't have memories of their previous lives, they desire to have fun remains imprinted on their souls. And so they live only to play, keeping the hapless mortals for their pleasure for years on end, sometimes even until death. In the past, when I sought to identify the true nature of ghosts, I came upon literature examining a similar subject. The soul was likened to a core that resides in the ether, and its presence is what differentiates us from such beings as sprites and arcane entities. On death, said core ordinarily dissipates alongside the ether that composed the flesh, However, it may be held together and bound to the corporeal realm, either by the will of its owner or by the means of certain arts. In time, the soul may regather either unto itself to assume another form, or find newly emerged life in which to abide. Pixies may be one such instance of this. If ghosts are merely souls without bodies, what does that make us? I think you become that which you fear most, brother dearest. They always have to roast each other. However, the pixies may have come into being. If we leave them to judge when they are satisfied, they will never be satisfied. Nay, we must negotiate new terms with the creatures. But where to begin? It seems to me we would need at least one among them to sympathize with us. Didn't we meet the really nice one in the Crystarium that was gonna take a message to Taru, I think is what we chose? In the course of your chores, did any of you encounter a pixie who seemed even faintly amenable to reason? Yeah. I believe that was her name. What? You knew Pixie from before? I always count on me to move the plot along. Not only are you acquainted, but you've entered into a pact? You might have mentioned this sooner. At any rate, I dare to hope this will offer us a way out. Without any further delay, then, let us summon this Feoul, if you please. With a chat mode in Say, use your keyboard on the software. Use your keyboard to enter Feoul and to summon your pixie friend at the designated location. I actually like some of the little enter this into the chat quests, because one of the Google Beast Tribe quests where you just say free Koopa nuts. I like adding extra things to that, like free Koopa nuts bitches. And I just think it's funny that it works either way. It's just fun. Nice considering how repetitive Beast Tribe quests can get. To just add a little fun to it, so. Okay. Voice rings out in your mind. So, my sapling has finally remembered about her lovely branch. It was such a half-hearted call. She may as well lop me off and cast me aside. I have no sapling. Okay. Is that your idea of a fervent call? A sodden log could do it with more fire. Okay. What do you want me to say? Oh, loveliest of branches, please grant me your... Oh, I didn't miss that, did I? Oh, it looks like a 0. Oh, I said love list. What I get for not looking. There we go. Yeah?
You're late! I've been waiting for you to summon me ever since you came here. Waiting and waiting and waiting.
Poor Pixie.
But my sapling didn't so much as utter my name. Such a heartless thing she is. Cold and cruel and heartless!
I think that's a little extreme, but I'm sorry. What?
Another self-important little brat. Just what we need.
Reminds me of my childhood. All right, I'm sorry. It was a joke. Honestly, just a joke.
But just now you called for me so earnestly, so fervently. I couldn't possibly stay angry at you. Very well. As your lovely branch, I will lend you my strength.
Well, well, well. If it isn't Theo Ool, the mold feel. It's been too long.
Not long enough for you to think of any new games, though, apparently. If I were you, I'd be bored of myself.
Damn. Is this pixie language like a full-fledged language? Or do they just like make up some little phrases? Well, either way, but
Now let me make something clear. That mortal is mine. No matter what you do, she will never be yours. Never, never, ever!
Oh, not even a bit. But what about the others? Surely we can keep them.
No, no, no! You can't keep them either! They're for my amusement and mine alone!
Yum.
And if you lay so much as a finger on my sapling, I'll scatter the contents of her bag all over your precious village.
Okay, so the pixies are a little possessive, but other than that, they're still very cute. The full-on language for them, that is amazing. I love that so much. I have to learn pixie. I wish I was kidding.
There'll be cold, hard metal, furry, festering food, stinky, sweaty small clothes, and all manner of other terrible, unmentionable things. How would you like that,
All right. But will you not at least let us play with the twins? Just while the others go and see Urianger?
I already kind of have a terrible habit of trying to learn made-up languages sounds kind of mean, but I had a bit where I was very into trying to learn the Dothraki language and Valyrian. But that was a while ago.
Aye, that's all we ask. And we promise we'll play nicely.
It seems we won't be joining you.
Aye! We'll reveal the hidden Fernic to you at once.
It sounds like an interesting language. I'm very into language learning, so wow. So pretty. Wow.
So this is the true Ilmeg.
How are you feeling?
Even more breathtaking than I thought. It's so pretty.
Better. I think I remember the way now.
Apologies for the delay. Shall we go and see Urianger?
No.
Your lovely branch is useful, yes? So whenever you're in trouble, you must remember to make use of me!
I think she's a very interesting character. I think everybody, side characters included, are just, I don't know, more interesting, maybe? Than like in like Stormblood, maybe? Not saying anything bad about it, but they are memorable, yeah. I think Stormblood was like great and it was fine. The cities were lovely, it was really good. The Beast Tribe's cool. But I just feel like they weren't as memorable as the characters I'm meeting here. Which is exciting, of course, because, you know, the game only goes up, you know? Anyways. For Alphino and Alize's sake, let us be quick. It would be a shame to return only to find that they had been made to play one game too many. place we seek is the abandoned manor of a nobleman and scholar. The Bookman's Shelves, it's called, after the fellow's vast collection of tomes. An agreeable habitat for a friend, I'm sure you'll agree. If we follow the path north, we should soon find the place. Come along. I thought in the, pictures, I've seen a few pictures of Ilmeg, but I tried to avoid them because I was really excited to see it for myself one day. And I thought it definitely looked a little brighter. I figured it would probably change at some point. I didn't know if it was going to be after we fixed the sky here too, but it's so pretty. And we have it tuned there, right? Yeah, okay. We've got a bit of a trek, so we should probably bring someone along. Oh, actually, I forgot. I got the amounts that I've been not spending my achievement points on just because I didn't want to. So we should mix it up a little bit. We'll take, Scary Mike Wazowski is what I've always called these. Very scary Mike Wazowski. Not my favorite, but I feel like I remember them coming from Hawk Manor, which was that was probably like my first favorite dungeon, because it just stood out from the other beginning dungeons to me. I was a big fan of it at the time. Obviously, not the coolest dungeon I've seen now, but so pretty. Been quite a trek, but we're almost there. Am I wrong about Scary Mike Wazowski though? I don't think so. Computer chose a weird time to freak out, but okay. Here we are at long last. I give you Urianger's humble abode. Come, let's see if he's home. That's quite the home. I guess I would engage in a 7-day riddle battle to live here as well.
Urianger, are you in?
Unto a world weary of heroes, a hero wends her way. The Exarch did send word that thou wouldst seek me out, but ne'er did I imagine thou wouldst arrive so soon.
Is that so? I feel like astrology fits in very well.
Full glad am I to see thee once more, my friend, and none the worse for thy travails.
Travail.
Run along, Minfilia. We will meet you outside.
But
so you can get lost
Another one for
again?
you to imbue, if you'd be so kind.
I take it thou hast met with our other comrades already?
Most of them.
That Master Alphino and Mistress Alize now travel in thy company is of great comfort to me. As for the rest...
Me as well.
It beginneth in earnest. The hunting of the Light Wardens, and perforce the war with Yulmore. Hark thee then to my words, and through them behold the vision that I did glimpse, that of the 8th Umbral Calamity.
Yay. Totally something I'd like to think about.
As I drifted hither to the first, traversing the boundary twixt reality and potentiality, I did bear witness to events yet to come. There I saw the combined forces of Eorzea and the Far East offering fierce resistance to the legions of Garlemald. So fierce, in fact, that they did begin to push the enemy back. Ilm by painful Ilm at first, then Yalm by Yalm, and Malm by Malm in time. Yet the joy they felt was short-lived, for in so doing they did force the Empire's hand. Faced with defeat, the Garleans turned to a weapon most vile. Black Rose. Its potency defied all reckoning. Once released, the gas took on a life of its own, wreaking untold carnage not only in Eorzea, but in the provinces of the Empire besides. From fighters upon the front lines to babes in their beds, none were spared. And as the casualties became too numerous to count, so did the fabric of civilization begin to unravel.
Oh, that is not something I want to see come true.
Nor did the land itself escape unscathed. For spreading from the site of its release, Black Rose brought death to the very soil.
Oh.
To survive amidst the chaos and upheaval, men came to live by the sword, the rule of law giving way, inevitably, to the rule of might. Thus was the spark struck and the fire kindled, and swiftly did it spread as a blaze in a field of straw to engulf every corner of the world. Nations worthy of the name did then cease to exist, and those souls brave and true who might have risen to restore order
I will not look.
were no more. For the weapon spared not one, not even thee.
But that's not going to happen. That's not going to happen. We'll fix it.
An endless age of war, begotten by the blight of Black Rose. Such is the legacy of the 8th Umbral Calamity which I did behold. No matter the cost, we must forestall this tragedy. To that end, I have labored during my sojourn in this world, discovering in so doing the answer to a pressing mystery. That of Black Rose's inexplicable potency. Come.
Interesting.
Dost thou recognize yonder chart?
Yeah.
Indeed. 'Tis a rendering of the elemental wheel, such as one might find in classrooms across the source. As the chart maketh plain, our world is composed of 6 elements, in addition to which there exist 2 poles in fundamental opposition.
That would make a nice decoration. I'm sure it's already like a poster print somewhere, but
Astral, the active. Umbral, the passive.
could get like a cheap poster board and just recreate it. That would be fun.
As a reflection of the source, the first naturally compriseth the selfsame forces. Yet, curiously, there is a notable divergence in their nomenclature. To be specific, the denizens of this world employ not the terms astral and umbral.
Any art like that in a long time, that would actually be really cool. I have to do that.
Thus was I moved to inquire what names said forces had been assigned. A simple question which yielded a most unexpected answer. Upon demanding the name of the pole aligned with activity and growth, I was told that as life's myriad colors combine to produce black, the people of the first had called it darkness. At this, did my mind begin to race. Yet 'twas only when I asked what name had been given to the pole aligned with passivity that mine eyes were opened to the truth. Peace and tranquility being as purest white, unmarred by color, I was told it had been given the name of light.
That's umbral light and astral darkness, yes? I'm no etherologist, but it strikes me that the nomenclature of the first is rooted in the generation of the 2 forces, while our own appears to focus on their effects. Which makes one wonder, have we had it backwards all this time?
'Tis indeed a compelling question, and one which beareth closer examination. Yet what knowledge we already possess sufficeth to explain the chain of events.
That was because long-winded. LDR, Ranger, yeah. That sums it up pretty well. I don't mind though. Might change my mind on that one. He's got some unvoiced dialogue and cutscenes going on. but yeah, he does have quite a way of dancing around the point.
The phenomenon of etheric thinning observed in the source is the consequence of light, the power of stasis, flowing in from the first to stifle the movement of ether within the land. And according to Master Alphino, Black Rose slayeth by halting the circulation of ether within living beings.
Oh.
Should such a weapon be unleashed even as the first were rejoined, replete as it is with light,
we would have a disaster of untold proportions on our hands. A calamity.
The 8th one, to be specific.
Well, at least we have a better grasp of what we're facing. Our objective, however, remains unchanged. We are to eliminate the Light Warden of Ilmeg.
Oh yeah, let's go do it, man.
Speaking of which, were you able to ascertain its whereabouts?
Aye. 'Tis all but certainly ensconced within Leergear, the castle which standeth in the midst of the lake.
Nothing but a Thursday for me. Come on.
To enter said stronghold, we must needs turn to the pixies for aid. Fortunately, I have become quite adept at courting their cooperation. Henceforth shall I accompany you, and do all in my power to ensure that my vision doth not come to pass.
Yeah, that'd be nice. Be nice to not see myself and all of my friends dead. The world just like done. Everything. I would do well to avoid it. Mayhap. Yep, here we go. Keep it short and sweet. Or My friend, ere I speak of the task at hand, there is a question I would pose to thee. What thinkest thou of mine appearance? He looks very fancy, actually. I think astrologian. I think I said that when he first came out. But astrologian suits him so well. Did you take up astrology? I recognized him. I'll just ask him. Indeed, though the night be lost, behind the shroud of blinding light, doubt not but that the stars shine still. I have chosen to avail myself of their guidance, that I might navigate the sea of uncertainty that stretcheth before us. For blessing, my prior studies of astrology did provide me with adequate grounding in the art. What just happened? Got all blurry. I don't know. Oh. I don't think that's good. But enough of myself. Let us now speak of our task. As I did mention, if we are to enter... You say Legia? Must needs gain the Pixies' cooperation. What is that? It's making me dizzy. Goodness. This is a simple matter of presenting unto them a suitable gift. I shall procure a selection of viands. Oh my gosh, that's terrible. That shall please their palates. Thancred, pray assist me in this endeavor. Meanwhile, Muconix, I bid thee obtain that which will please their eyes. In these parts, there abideth a vilekin known for its beauteous wings, the hawker. I shall send thee a receptacle within which thou mayest capture a weakened specimen. Oh my god, what is that? Not part of the story. What was going on? Okay, whatever. I shall pay it no mind. Okay. What's going on? Can't tell if he's weakened because my game's not working, but okay. Okay. Interesting. Well, I hope that sorts itself out. What are you doing? Okay, hopefully whatever that was does not happen in here again. I don't know why it was going so blurry. Thou art returned. Wert thou able to capture a hawker? Sure. A truly magnificent set of wings. I shall treat them at once to make fast their vibrant colors. Thancred too should return anon, on which I shall ready all the items for presentation. Pray take thine ease meanwhile.
"'Tis done. The Pixies shall be well pleased with these gifts."
Good.
Ah, lest I forget. White auracite, newly forged for thy use. Our mission being to thwart a rejoining, we will most assuredly cross paths with those who crave the contrary, our eternal enemies. Thus did I choose to abide in this ether-rich land, the better to fashion a trap for the Ascian's essence.
He's been busy.
You may indeed, assuming you've finished.
I did as you asked.
That's my girl. Thank you.
He's so much taller than her.
I should probably explain. Though my body remained behind in the source, its limitations saw fit to accompany me. Which is to say, I cannot manipulate ether. I took up the gunblade for its defensive advantages, but on account of my little impairment, I cannot imbue the ammunition myself. Luckily for me, Minfilia has quite a talent for it.
It pats for the win from Dagrid? Absolutely.
Minfilia, once we set forth, we are not like to return for some while. If thou wouldst choose tomes to take with thee, let it be now.
Really? May I?
Of course, my dear. Yet have care thou dost not add overmuch to thy burden, lest I incur Thancred's ire.
So many words. Get too many and Thancred will be annoyed.
Hast thou spoken to her of thine encounter with the Minfilia of Eld?
Well, I suppose now is as good a time as any. As you know, I freed young Minfilia from captivity in Yulmore some 3 years past. Not long after, the two of us journeyed to the south of Armareng, to the edge of the Empty, where the flood was halted. 'Twas there that she awakened. The Minfilia of old. My Minfilia.
Okay, so that was supposed to be happening earlier, maybe? Just too adorable at times. Yeah, for sure. Too adorable indeed.
Tell me, what must I do to bring you back?
My dearest Thancred, as I am now, I am no different from an Ascian. This child is but a vessel. One of many I have used that I might spread word of her enduring blessing and preserve the flame of hope. In my name, each has died, never having lived her own life. I have taken enough from these children. I will take no more.
But what of your suffering? Your sacrifice? This isn't fair! I will not stand for it. I cannot! There must be something we can do. Tell me!
Should the day come when this child grows weary of fighting and wishes to cast it all aside, then shall I take up her burden. But should she wish instead to become the master of her own destiny, then shall I bequeath to her my all. Imbued with the strength that I reserve for rebirth, she may come to wield my powers as her own.
And what of my wishes? What of Flamine's? What of all the people who love and care for you and want nothing more than to see you again?
It is not their decision to make. It is hers. This child's. This Minfilia's. You have ever watched over me, Thancred. Now I ask that you do the same for her. Protect her. Teach her. Stand by her as you stood by me. There is much and more she does not know. She needs a guide to show her the ways of the world, or she will never find her own path. When the time comes, you will find me here. Until that day.
Minfilia, wait!
What happened?
That was fun.
And then she was gone. Minfilia, the girl, claims to have no recollection of any of it. I have told her many things. Where we came from, what we fight for. But of that day, I have not spoken.
I shouldn't have asked.
With the coming of another possessed of the blessing of light, the first hath begun to rise up in defiance of its fate. The question remaineth, however, who shall take up the flame of hope which Minfilia hath borne for so long? Whether we will it or no, the choice must soon be made.
I'm sorry I took so long. It was so hard to choose. In the end, I settled on just the one.
That is well. Now, if all is in order, let us set forth for Lida Loran.
What book she chose? Is it about her, maybe? About the book that we read that was about her was supposed to be a children's book. I think it was illustrated. It looked to be a bit thick for the average children's book, so maybe not. Wow. Oh yeah, I got one of those now. I can't fly on it. I've had the achievement points forever. I just never bought any of them out, so I bought them all today. Just something to do, really. He feels so slow, though. I know he's not any slower. It's just No, we'll just teleport there. Much easier. Worth the 100 gil to me, I think. Does look quite fancy. We weren't expecting you all back so soon. We had scarcely begun playing with the twins. That said, your gifts are truly wonderful. Let me tell you, the milk and honey and biscuits won't last a day. The wings are the loveliest we've ever seen. You've done us a great kindness, and it's Fae custom to return the gesture. If you desire anything of us, you need but name it. It's okay. Thank you. That's a really pretty picture. Very nice. So what is it that you desire? Rusty old coins like you mortals are wont to collect, perhaps? We resolve to vanquish the Light Warden of this land. To that end, we desire entry to... Yeah, I don't remember how they said that. Sorry. What a strange thing to wish for. You might as well ask for your death. But if that is what you want, who are we to argue? Very well, I shall speak with the others. We've clearly been busy, Urianger. Would you be so kind as to tell us what we've missed? No. Just about his friendship with the pixies now, I guess. So that was the purpose of the gifts. Is there anything you can tell us about this Light Warden? Aye, my lady, by circumstances most tragic, the Light Warden of this land is our king and ruler, Titania. Ooh. Oh boy. It was not always so, of course. Our king fought the first Light Warden that threatened our home, you see. Fought it and won. All the horrible light that came out went and corrupted them, turning them into a new Light Warden. That's rough. Now they're king only in name, not remains of the wise and just ruler that used to be. We had no choice but to seal them in the castle. The magic for breaking the seal we divided into 4, and wove each into a different relic, to be kept apart until the time was right. And this dress is one of them. Been in our safekeeping for years and years. We've decided to entrust it to you. Are you sure? Of course, custom demands it. Though you're most certainly going to your deaths, we thought we should at least let you try. That way we get to watch what happens. Damn. Of course, you can't break the seal unless you have the other relics too. The shell crown is with the Fueth. The stone scepter is with the Numo, and the crystal shoes are with the Amaro. Good luck finding them all. That sounds like it'll be quite a journey. The facts thus disclosed confirmed mine own understanding. Our quest lieth now before us. First, let us heed to the lake, there to claim the shell crown from the Fueth. If we call to them before the untouchable gate, they will answer. Cool. Okay. Who should we bring? We got the turtle, I think. feel like this mount matches here kind of well. It's above me. Ooh, that scared me. Spooky. Flying motorcycle. I can't get over how pretty everything is here. It's so cool. Hearken to me, O spirits of the water. We are come with an entreaty. Not in a talkative mood, apparently. I'm not exactly sure how the gate works. But if the Fueth are water spirits, perhaps we should take our search into the lake. Oh, I suppose a brief dip wouldn't hurt. We all know Thancred swims like an eel, but what about you, Minfilia? I can swim well enough. Thancred taught me. Excellent. You got to use the underwater thing in a while. What about you, Oriage? I'm not sure if I've ever asked. In these fancy clothes? Rather than swim, my habit would be more expeditious to walk upon the surface by means of magic. Oh? You too, Oriage? Thought you should be a kindred spirit. Worry not, my friend. I know some helpful tricks, and I should be more than happy to share them with you. Together we shall conquer the waves. Well, well, aren't we a lively lot? You have an entreaty for us, you say? An entreaty for mortals. What a treat. Mayhap we don't have to go into the water after all. Aye, my comrades and I are on a quest to vanquish the Light Warden. To that end, we would humbly beg the loan of the Shell Crown. We are given to understand is in the safekeeping of your people. Oh, is that all? Of course, of course. You may have it, you shall have it. If. Just like that? What do you want from us? Oh, no need to be so suspicious. The crown simply doesn't mean much to us, is all. As a matter of fact, nothing means much to us. For we Fueth, it's over before it's begun, and we couldn't care less what becomes of the Fairy King, nor the world for that matter. Interesting. Weird take, but okay. Having said that, we do so seldom have mortal visitors, and it would seem a shame not to make the most of you. Darka's V, thank you so much for the follow. I hope you're having a good day. We are just tearing through the Shadowbringers main story and having a bunch of fun. Are you a Final Fantasy XIV player, or are you just checking the game out? Let me know. Touch the untouchable gate and come hither to our domain, Don Meg. In your tongue, it means forbidden realm. Sounds forbidding, yes? And so it should, for we are one with the water. Our home wrought of ripples and waves and currents. Find your way through. Give us thrilling sport, and we will give you the crown. Ooh. Very exciting. You're a player? Cool. I'm obviously still catching up with the story, but I'm having a really good time. Alright. I was thinking, since they had that picture set up all fancy, that this may have been a dungeon. Don Meg, that's an interesting dungeon. Is that a bad thing, Bowmage? Are you saying that like it's a bad thing? If nobody wants to do this dungeon, it's okay. Let me know. But I will sit here for a minute if anyone wants to tag along. You will see. Okay. Alright. Invite me, I can help. Alright. I will do that. If anyone else wants to, let me know. stuck in duty relit. Yeah, so I can't. That's alright. I appreciate you always helping out, so if nobody else wants to, we will go right ahead into what is apparently going to be a pretty interesting dungeon. I can DPS if you want. Sure, Mage, if you want to. Yeah, for sure. Want me to put it in the party finder real quick? Would that be easiest for you? I have to log out soon, so I can't. That's okay. I appreciate it. Okay. Alt P. I do remember that. Hey. Okay, so we're all good. We'll go ahead and queue, I guess. Almost got a whole party here. The one in the water. Oh, hi. Okay, I'm excited. I haven't been warned about a dungeon in a while, so that's exciting. Okay. We will go ahead then. Yes, and if anybody ever sees me around in the game, feel free to add me. I'm totally cool with it. Just okay. We're good to go. Everybody's ready? Yeah. Okay. Oh wow. Fight instant. Okay. A little nerve-wracking, but that's— oh man. Should have put on my new stuff, but that's okay. I guess it's okay. Too late now. Oh wow. It's gonna be so pretty. And interesting, apparently. A little nervous, but that's okay. How can I be nervous when it's so pretty? Wow. Okay. Get me dance partner. Yeah, I probably should have put on some of the new gear I got from that quest, but it's alright, I can't do anything about it now. Oh, the music is so nice. Turn it down a little bit since dungeons are just noisy noise. We had back-to-back dungeons, didn't we? Because we had a dungeon last stream, right? Yesterday, this dungeon reminds me of the big garden at the other mother's place in Coraline. You are so right. That's a wonderful way to describe it. So pretty. All of Ilmeg has been so pretty so far. All of Shadowbringers as a whole, actually, but it's funny, I'd been waiting so long to get to Shadowbringers, and then As soon as I got there, I was like, oh man, now I just have to wait till I can get to Ilmeg, because I was just so excited. And I didn't even know there was a dungeon here themed around it, so even better. Just full of surprises. Music. The music here is so cute. I wonder how many of them can be obtained in orchestrion roll form for my apartment. Always what I'm thinking of. Hopefully when I get my free company together, we can obtain a house at some point. I've had a little guy with the buff. Possible we should silence him next time. Gotcha. Right, remember your opener. What was I gonna say? Yeah, I had a private house, not an FC house. Back when I was playing in 2019, lost that one, and then I had a free company passed down to me with the house, and I lost that one. And so now I just have an apartment, which is better for when I feel like taking breaks. Ooh. Definitely should have been paying attention to that. Sorry. Oh. I thought I wasn't in any that time. Okay. Sorry, I'll use my oopsie heels. Just bonk. That was quite a bonk. That was pretty damn close. That was a pretty quick stack though, all things considered. It's a cute little bonk hammer, not gonna lie. Okay, I think I see what I need to look out for this time. Maybe just be a little farther away from them. Yeah. Maybe. Ooh. Interesting. Not my favorite mechanic, but not the worst. I want another one of these. I almost threw off the groove of my technical step there. Oh shit. Almost got him though. Hopefully he doesn't get a chance to do that water thing again before we take him down. And hopefully it's not one of those mechanics that we see repeated again in the later boss. Nope. No more water. Awesome. Good job, everybody. Very nice. Whoa. Aww. Kind of like Rayflox's long stop, but make it extra pretty. Just with all the green in, you know, outdoorsness. Yahoo! Upgrades for you. Roll need on them. I think I did. Oh hee! Sounds like I got at least one of them. I know I get pretty lucky with a lot of this stuff, like in the Holminster Switch, I think, was the last dungeon I did. The first Shadowbringers one. Everybody kind of already had all that stuff, so I got a lot of stuff from that dungeon. And luckily one of the weapons I got was for my class, so I'm using those now. I'll put on my gear that I got. I guess maybe not now, so that might be better, but I got at the end of the... Oh, that's so cute! The last quest, or all the little side quests with the pixies. Yay! I tend to roll need on anything that I can, and just green on stuff I can, I guess. Silence this guy. Nice. Okay, we did. So I'm not entirely sure which guy this guy was because I don't think I looked quick enough, but try to pay attention to who's targeted first next time in one of these groups if it arises again. There's only one left. Cool. Wow. Is this where the idea of the very cool, like, hanging wisteria outdoor furnishing came from? Because I saw everybody got it once it came out. You see it all, like, all over the housing wards. Block the tethers, or it buffs him. Gotcha. I will look out for those. Oops, messed that up. Oh, this will be them? Stand in them? Gotcha. Was that what I was supposed to do? Seemed like it was. Seemed like it at least did something. Do my oops heals. I feel like I did something. Or it was just a really big group-wide damage, but it seemed like significant enough that maybe it was my fault. It might just be some pretty significant group-wide damage. What are these? Of course I was in a dance. Damn, that is some damage. Alright, if the tethers show up again, I'm watching for them. I don't know which one's mine. Oh, I'm trying to get to this one in time. I can throw out another one of these. Why not if I have it, I guess. Yahoo! Nice job. Wow. We are walking on water, I guess. Very fancy. The shell crown. We get it easy peasy, no problem. Nice of them to put up no fight. I know a lot of times the song for like a boss in a dungeon is available as an orchestrion, but I wonder if the just music in general for this one is. Did I get the 2 aim gear? I know I got at least one of them. I heard the little sound. I've gotten most of the things in here, so I'd say it's quite possible. I think we're getting pretty close to the boss. That's exciting. The boss. The last boss. think I might remember to dance every time it's off cooldown a little bit more if I set these up the same, if that makes sense, since I have mine split between like AoE and single target. If I put the dance on both of those, I think it might help. Interesting bot. Interesting. Oh boy. So this is where it gets interesting, huh? I feel like we're gonna turn into frogs. Oh, look away. Oh. Wow. Yeah, I do a lot of leap of faith, so no problem. Used to tiny surfaces. Don't take that into consideration when I fall off in a minute. Doing AoE attacks. Oh. Jeez. Everybody's over here, maybe we should go. Oops. Really cool though, it's definitely not what I was expecting. Watch is telling me to stand like I'm not busy. That is so cool. Is the mechanic of having to like go in like tiny little platforms like that gonna repeat itself throughout the game? Because I think that's fun. Very cool. That was fun. Thought we were gonna have to do that at least one more time. Very cool. Proud of myself for not falling off because I did not expect that at all. That was an interesting dungeon, but I actually thought that was fun. I was not expecting it. Very nice. I'm gonna need a quick restroom break after this cutscene, but
Well fought, well fought.
I would have taken one before had I known we were so close to a dungeon, but it's okay.
Jolly good show.
Oh, you do not hold back. But I would have it no other way. Seldom have I enjoyed such sport.
If you run into trust with Reen and Alize, I believe they have some Ood dialogue bubbles as you run through it. Ood equals interesting. Well, I'll have to do that in the trust system to see sometime. Thank you.
We have satisfied thy demands. Wilt thou now satisfy ours?
Well, I actually, Mage, I thought you were referring to something to do with the Ood from Doctor Who, so I was bluntly confused, but that's fine.
Of course. Of course. There it is, the relic you seek. Yours for the taking. Have care you do not break it, though, yes. Ah, but you, my friend, you are mighty indeed.
I still had it turned down from the dungeon.
Besides.
I think I just got hit on by a frog, but thanks.
More! I want to see more of her! Yes! Yes! I could watch her forever!
Thank you, frogs.
Why don't we just make her one of us? Yes! One of us!
One of us! One of us! One of us! One of us! One of us! One of us! One of us! One of us! One of us!
What a fine idea! Why ever didn't I think of that? You may have the crown, but in exchange, we will have you!
No, I don't think that's gonna work. I said I thought we'd get turned into frogs, but I thought that was gonna be the boss's mechanic. Certainly not walking on a little tiny path.
Wake up! Wake up, damn you!
Sorry. Didn't mean to get stolen by the frog people. I guess they're not people. Underwater.
Ah, you're alive. Thank the gods. I don't know where you learned to breathe underwater, but it's lucky you can. I'm sure you had your reasons, but the first rule of dealing with the Froth is do not deal with the Foith. It's said that they are born from the souls of the drowned. Were it not for your little trick, you'd have joined them. Your friends are safely back on dry land, in case you were wondering. They'll be searching for you, I expect.
Bird. Here's a Heavensward character, be something like Art Bear. Art Barrio.
That's the royal capital of the Kingdom of Verbert down there. It's seen better days. They were a stubborn lot, the Verbertites. Set in their ways. But once you got to know them, you couldn't find a more welcoming people. It always froze over in winter, being up in the mountains. So we'd pull up our chairs round the fire and trade tales over steaming bowls of lamb stew, while the street lamps burned hot and bright outside. All dead and buried now. Them and anyone else who might remember. Everything we did. Everything we gave. What was it for? I wonder. I hope you'll have a better answer than this when all's said and done.
Please let me know. Okay. I'll in just one very quick second. For a quick restroom break. Be right back. Much quicker than last time because I don't have to make another coffee. Okay. Almost. Gotta just go ahead and make my own overlay. Okay. Oh, the water is so pretty. Man, I'm taking so many screenshots here. It's gonna be crazy. Here I am. I'm going back in. No, you're not. I'm fine. I'm right here. Nate, my lady. Exhausted as thou art, thou wouldst only endanger thyself. I prithee, rest a moment. I'm back. It's fine. There was nothing where we looked. Euconics. It's me. I can swim. It's all. Dear gods. Were it not for Sorbin's blessing, but I need not labor the point. I'm glad to see you safe and well, my friend. Have you any idea how worried we were to wash up on the shore only to find you weren't with us? Oh, but I'm forgetting. Here's your crown, your majesty. If Waith kept that part of the bargain at least. Well, that's nice. Don't forget to check that gear. I think you got some upgrades. I definitely will right after I get out of this. Thank you. I think I had some from those pixie quests too, or the quest that the pixies gave. That I could use. I don't know. But yes, I will definitely check in just a second. Thank you. While there were certain twists and turns, our work here is done, with everyone none the worse for witness. Oh, thank goodness you're still here. Halloween. Is something amiss? Ewan? A great big mob of mortals is marching to Ilmag. Mortals with ugly weapons and uglier faces. Oh, man. They wouldn't happen to be your friends, would they? Rather the reverse, I fear. The Ulmoran army, I'd guess. Meaning, we can play with them. As much as you like, but just to be sure, I will return with you to confirm their identities. They are who we suspect. We will require your aid. If Alvina was coming, then Alice will be too, yes? Can't have one without the other, you know. Alright, just remember we're not your playmates this time. I'm afraid we must leave the rest of the relic hunt in your hands. Great. It's fine. Defeating the Light Warden would always have fallen to me. No, that's mean. Indeed you have. Very well then. See you afterwards, my friend. These quest levels are catching up to us, which is good. I guess. Oh, we're in the middle of 75? I thought we were still 74. Never mind. Okay. As I suspected, I'm out of some room in my inventory for my armory chest. Wait just a moment. I don't need that. Oh, that's so pretty. Sorry, forgive me a second while I see this. Oh, that's so pretty. I gotta level some of these classes so I can use the stuff I get, man. Nice. Pretty? Okay. I need to open these. we weren't gonna open that one. Thank goodness it didn't actually click. I think that's everything. Oh my gosh. We need to fix our glamour right away. Oh my goodness. Look at us. That's alright. We'll fix it soon enough. With our enemies fast approaching, time is of the essence. We must needs accomplish our mission with all possible haste. Of the 2 remaining bearers of the relics, the Numo are the nearer. We shall seek them out next. Among the Fae folk, they bear the distinction of having abided in these lands since before the flood. They are also the friendliest to men, and have served me faithfully whensoever I have called upon them. Indeed, they are the source of much of the knowledge I have acquired in my time here. The path leadeth past my dwellings. Let us away. Alright. The slippers are stylish. The slippers really sell it. Thanks. I think they match really well together. I look kind of like I'd work at a history museum where I'm supposed to be dressed up in like I don't know, some type of costume telling you all about the time I'm from. That's really what I'm getting, I think. Really goes well with the pink hair too. It all makes so much sense. This is why I don't equip my This is why I don't equip my gear, because I forget, and I say I'm gonna put it on when I get into somewhere where I can put my glamour plate back, and then I forget. So then the one time I don't forget, look what happens. Like the koala ties it all together. Thanks. Yeah, I think it really works together. Ready for the 14-hour stream tomorrow night? The one that the Final Fantasy 14 team is doing? I saw something about that. That is exciting. I don't know. Is that when they're doing the Blue Mage thing? Or is that today? Such a stylish hat. Yeah, for sure. It all just goes so well together, color-wise. Past yonder cliff lieth Play home of the Numo. I just kind of have to guess at these at some point. The others have gone ahead to scout the way. Come, let us follow. The NA team just ended their Blue Mage run. Nice. They got 22 of the 21 spells they were assigned. Awesome. I tuned into that today, but it was a little bit too early, and they weren't actually starting yet. They were just making sure the sound was good. And then I got distracted by something else on the game, I suppose. Wouldn't be the first time. I mean, this outfit is really something. I think it's the fact that so little of it matches too. Goodness. Gotta do a 15-hour stream tomorrow to show them up. That's tempting. No worries. Yeah, I haven't really tuned into a lot of them before, but not really by choice. I just didn't really know about a lot of them or caught them at the wrong time. I guess when there's data center travel, everyone can participate in those if they want to. You don't have to worry about what data center it's on. If the path striketh these precipitous, 'tis because it was once a mountain trail. For where the lake now lieth, there was a valley, in whose midst thrived the city of Vobert. He literally just said that, I don't remember. It was only when the Foeth came, in the wake of the flood, that the settlement was drowned. We stand now upon its former outskirts, grazing lands where shepherds once tended their flocks. Though one cannot help but feel a pang of loss when faced with such a spectacle, one can scarcely blame the Fey folk for so altering the land. The blame for that lieth rightly with the light, a force terrible enough to bring an entire civilization to its knees, an entire world. That it should have been allowed to rise up unchecked is the greater regret. Yet, in spite of all the tragedy which surroundeth me, full glad am I for the chance to be here. I will be streaming tomorrow, but it will not be 15 hours, I don't think. I'll have to work up to a stream that long. 'Twas these hands which brought together the warriors of darkness and Minfilia, lest thou forget. Therefore, even were there no 8th umbral calamity to forestall, it seemeth only right that I strive to deliver the first from its doom. Only right, I say, though such words ill convey the strength of my resolve. In truth, I can no more ignore the plight of this world than I can choose to stop breathing, and thus do I labor for those who we lost, for those we can yet save. The coming struggle promiseth to test us to our limits, but so long as we stand together, I doubt not but that we shall prevail. Aha, mortals just as we thought. Hast thou business with us? Business? Ha, nothing so boring. We smelled you coming and thought we'd come to play. They do not appear to be the pixies of Lita Loren. Mine apologies, but we are in some haste. Mayhap another day. I don't know how that's gonna go. Oh, in some haste, are you? Then allow me to hasten you on your way. Teehee. Where did we go? Yeah, they smelled us. I don't know if we were stinky like they thought in Yulmore, or I don't know. Teleportation magic. For mercy, we were not sent far from our course. God, the slippers really do make it work, don't they? Should the pixies find us again, however, they will most assuredly repeat the same trick. We have not the time to waste. Let us avail ourselves of an enchantment I have learned. Maycloak, 'tis called. The most ingenious magic which rendereth one invisible to fey folk, albeit briefly. They were all struck by her stylish footwear. Quit bullying me for my slippers. They look good with my other outfit, you guys. Just kidding. They do look ridiculous with it. Oh, my koala's gone. That kind of hurts my feelings, honestly. Even the koala doesn't want to be seen with me. The koala's like, I don't know her. I don't know anybody who doesn't like that. Plus, I look so much worse next to Oriange. Goodness. I shall cast the enchantment upon thee. Under its aegis. Thou art to make thy way past the pixies and rejoin our comrades. Know, however, that the enchantment shall suffice to veil thee and thee alone, but not tempted to employ a mount, as it will— oh man, how long of a walk is this going to be? As it will only serve to give thy presence away. Okay. 1 minute, my goodness. How far am I to go? Head to the oh my gosh, it's so tiny, I didn't even see it. Okay. 1 minute, that's it. Goodness. Hope it's like a minute and then some. Really, they didn't see that. Okay, we're almost there. As long as it means this guy doesn't see us too. Witchweed. Come on, come on, come on, we're almost there. Yahoo! imagine that wasn't as nerve-wracking of a time limit as I made it out to be, but I didn't know how long it was gonna last. Okay, yeah, it was a minute and some. Okay. I thought it was just a single minute. I assumed you were right behind us. What took you so long? I see. Yes, I'd say that's a valid excuse for lateness. You were hereby forgiven. In other news, the Numo village lies just through here. We'll enter as soon as Urianger deigns to join us. He had some more trouble than I did. Oh. Is it? I don't want to be wrong about which game it is, but I feel like there's a little city in, I want to say Sword and Shield, maybe? That reminds me of this. So cute. I feel like it's the last one I got to. I didn't get all the way through that game. I was not reading that, sorry. I thought you said the Numo were men's best friends. The poor thing was beside itself with fear. It was beside itself, perhaps, but not with fear. This is unacceptable. Unacceptable, I tell you, to have so many mortals appear at once. It's more excitement than we can bear. Oh, cute. Oh, that's nice. So maybe let me change my glamour plate, please. Would you give me that, please? Greetings, Elder. Whitting. Dear knee. That's the best I can do. It hath been a while. Pray forgive my brevity, but time is against us. We are come to borrow the stone scepter of the Numo. Stone scepter? Then you mean to lift the seal over Lingia? It's unacceptable. Unacceptable, I tell you. If the king is set free, none here will be safe. Unlike our Fey cousins, we Numo have called this land our home since time immemorial. Leaving is unthinkable. Thus did full many of us lay down our lives to seal away our king when they were corrupted by light. If we do as you ask, our sacrifice would have been in vain. Easily said for one who hasn't experienced the king's wrath. Honored elder, pray believe me when I say that this woman is possessed not only of the strength required to vanquish the king, but of something still more valuable, a means to resist the resultant corruption. Indeed, she hath already laid low in the light warden of Lakeland, all without succumbing to the influence of its light. She is yet a stranger to this land, 'tis true, but she harboureth the self-same desire to see the sin-eaters eliminated as we do. Wilt thou not lend us thy hand, that we might see thy beloved home restored to all its former glory? You've always done right by us, Urianger. If you have placed your faith in this woman, then so shall we. As you say, we want nothing more than to be rid of the sin-eaters. Be that as it may, it is not a decision to be made lightly. We require time to deliberate. A turn of the moon, perhaps. We don't have a turn of the moon, unless we want to debate this with the Ilmorian army. Elder, given all that is at stake, I cannot well expect thee to simply roll over and acquiesce to our request. But even now, a powerful foe draweth near, and I fear I must beseech thee to hasten thy deliberations, that thou mightest fetch us a scepter while there is yet time to use it. Roll over? Fetch? Ah. You know full well that naught gives us greater pleasure than to render aid to men. You know full well, yet you speak the words of power regardless? That's unfair. Unfair, I tell you. In happier times, it was our honor to assist mortals in need and receive rewards befitting our deeds. The kingdom of Bobert fell, however. We've been starved of man's patronage. After so many years of deprivation, it is difficult to ignore such an earnest entreaty. Very well, Urianger. I promise to give you as swift an answer as I may. In return, I ask that you and yours remain here the while, and bestow upon us your patronage. Is this arrangement agreeable? Nice. Please. Please. It just keeps getting cuter here. I can't get over it. Well, we'll go ahead and get that. This will be back to this tomorrow. I'm not sure if this is a good stopping point. I feel like it might be. Much as I kind of don't want it to be. A stopping point is any. I guess that's fair. I mean, it's not like tomorrow's very far away, so. Maybe I'll plan ahead to stream a little longer tomorrow, maybe? And then of course we have Sunday too. We'll go ahead and return home, I guess. And fix our outfit so that I don't come back tomorrow looking like this. It is, not the cat that is just mine, Simba. It is my, like, family cat, I guess. Stripes, it's his 16th birthday today, so we're gonna celebrate that and make cupcakes. He's getting up there in age, but, my sister's convinced he's immortal, so 16 and many more years to go. Okay. We've got new gear, and now if my glamour plates will show up. Maybe. They'll get there. It's so crowded here, it's crazy. Never used to be this crowded. Yeah, it was, there we go. It's a bit ridiculous, I guess, with how crowded it is here. Or at least I hope it was just with the game and not with the stream. But yeah, I guess, maybe we'll do a stopping point here, so and celebrate the cat birthday today. It's a sweet 16, I guess. So I guess that's one you make a big deal over. Anyways, I guess we will get back to this tomorrow and Sunday. Saturday's the only day that I don't stream in the later half of the week, I guess, which is exciting. I'm enjoying my new schedule. Beginning to feel a lot more routine, I guess, not in a bad way. Just in a way where, like, I'm used to it, I guess. I'm gonna put my little socials in the chat, as I normally do. My Discord's getting pretty fun. I made a channel for, little Sprout-like questions called No Question Too Sprouty. So, I'm gonna, I have all of those in there. Everyone have a nice night. Thank you for the stream. Thank you for hanging out in the stream. I appreciate it so much. Thank you for the stream. Good night, everyone. Thank you for hanging out in the stream. I appreciate it a bunch. You guys are what make this fun. So, I'm having a lot of fun. Thank you for the stream. Thank you for hanging out, Bomage. I had a lot of fun, and that dungeon was very, very fun. Have a good Friday. I will. I'll be streaming again, so I'll be having tons of fun. Oh yeah, I'm excited to continue. Good night, Mew. Good night, Janora. I hope you have a good night. Thank you for hanging out so much. I appreciate it. For Sir Koala, who I actually thought I was gonna have to do the beckon like command when I summoned him for the first time, but he just crawled right up and sat on my shoulder. And earlier in the stream was the first time he's left, so I'm loving that. But anyways, I hope everybody's a really great night, and I will be back here tomorrow, same time, 7 p.m. Eastern, and I'm excited to continue having fun. Thank you guys so much for hanging out, and I will hopefully see you Friday. Bye! Have a nice night.